you know, Leung's put in some really tough matches. And Malik has shown himself to be a great player, dominates the midcourt, volleys really well, can attack very well. And I'm joined here tonight. This is Stingray Hannabury, joined by renowned, probably one of the most famous people in all of squash, Rory Brad. Rory, why don't you introduce yourself a little more, if I haven't done enough for you?
I think that's as much as we can go in.
Okay.
I'm a renowned squash player.
You are a renowned squash
Rory
player.
Brad.
Yeah. And you know, Rory and I, for the crowd listening to this, probably a couple thousand or million listeners, we once played a match, and it was always my dream in life to have Brad as a matchup. And I'm Brad Hannabury, and he's Rory Brad, so it was Brad.
No, it was Brad Hannabury. Because it was my last name and your last name.
Yeah, but it was Brad and Brad. So I said Brad and Brad. It was fantastic. And Rory also, by the way, here's a little tidbit of information for you, trivia. Rory said if he ever won a game off me, he would just say, shake my hand and leave the court. He won the first game, and I went to go shake his hand, and he's like, no, I won all three now.
I was coming back for more, and then the best part is because it was your mom's memorial tournament, they purposely put in the Squash Ontario that you won 3 love.
They did do that, yeah,
Yes.
that was funny.
Yeah,
That was quite funny.
It didn't even count.
Yeah. No, it didn't count for anything.
We know that it counted.
We do.
But
We know. I mean, those rankings are pretty solid anyways, let's be honest.
speaking of rankings, where are we at with these two?
So, I actually don't know offhand. There's a paper here nearby that we had last night. I think it's actually disappeared. So let me just pull up the Nash Cup draw. I have it right here.
Oh, here we go. Found the paper.
Oh, you have it. So Leung is 50 in the world,
Number 2 seed.
and Malik is 73.
Number 8 seed. I hear
Yeah.
Curtis Malik is
And I think
British
Malik is
national
underranked.
champion 3 years in a row.
That's pretty
as
impressive.
a junior. 16,
Pretty impressive.
17, 18.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
And, you know, there's really 2 main hotbeds of squash. And that's England, let's say the UK in general, and Egypt.
Well, I
Those are
heard
the 2 big
Egypt
states of
just
squash.
bolstered, England just bolstered their roster with a solid draft pick that they got out of Egypt. And El Shabaghi is now playing for England.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah.
He must love his bangers and mash. So there was a lot of talk here at the club that Leung kind of spent his energy the last couple nights in these matches. He was exhausted last night and pulled out the win.
Ooh.
And the talk was that he might have a good first game in him, and then it would start to take the toll on his legs, but he's already down 5-love this game. And Malik is, you know, he's had some tough matches as well, but not as much. And I kind of see him being quite a bit fresher. Oh, I don't like that. You gotta play that. They're gonna give him a stroke there. I know they will, yeah, but I don't like that. Just play it.
So this is kind of the theme of the tournament, is that these juniors are coming in and performing well.
Yeah, they are.
We have the young Egyptian girl, 17,
Oh,
moving on to the final.
And I'm gonna pronounce her name wrong. I'm gonna apologize in advance if she ever listens to this, or friends or family do. Zane.
She'll probably never hear this.
Yeah, she'll never hear this. She is fantastic. What a player. Like at the age of 17, I think maybe just turned 18. She has so much talent. And many of us, myself included, are calling her to be top 10 in the world in the next couple of years.
And she took out the champion from last year.
Yep.
I call her Beercroft. Apparently it's Beecroft.
You know, if your last name was Beecroft,
I would go with Beercroft.
yeah, you would just legally change your name to Beercroft, because why not?
Like Beercraft,
Yeah.
craft beer.
Yeah, why
It all
not at
makes
that
sense.
point?
It all makes sense. No one likes bees. A lot of people like beers.
bees. Bees sting you. Beer only stings you the day after.
So you have another one.
By the way, I'm also doing the match write-up tonight. I haven't read anything yet, so I should write a few things here.
They're gonna make us do live commentary and a write-up.
Yeah,
I think we need a scribe.
it's inflation. You
We have a scribe?
gotta make things go. We should not have a scribe for this. In fact, I'm a little worried that this commentary is recorded for all time. I mean, I guess none of us could ever run for office.
It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. That
Oh,
you've done
what a shot!
That was recorded for all time.
Yeah, very true. Well, this
I mean,
match
you played
started.
for Western. So.
I did play for Western.
Yeah.
That's,
No Queens, but you know what? It's okay. There's some record that you guys sent, like 37, 38 years. You know, it'd be more cool is if. Oh, there it is. 9-2.
He was up 9-1 first of all, like 9-1. At this level, these guys are ranked fairly closely. 9-1 lead is very impressive. Malik is looking just really sharp.
Good rail. This is a handout from the left. Handout from the left.
I didn't hear what you said there. So here's for the people listening to the YouTube stream. My headset repeats what Rory says, delayed. So I actually hear what he says half a second after he said it, and then I get the worst of both worlds. So I hear what he says, and I hear what he says again, and it just makes a big mess of the conversation.
And
so Rory needs to
me
speak up.
sitting next to you allows me to hear you
Yes.
because there's no feedback.
Yeah.
Can't hear a word you're saying through here.
You can't hear what I'm saying at all?
But I can.
Now you can.
Sitting next to
Okay.
you allows me to hear you.
All right.
Oh, what are we thinking
that's
here,
a little
Brad?
contentious.
What are we thinking here?
What am I thinking right now? Well, I think Leung's done a good job to come back to 5-9, but honestly, going down 9-1, 9-2 in the first game is generally, I would say, and I'm not a pro squash player, but generally I would say that's a bad
That's
sign.
weak. Play the ball. I don't know. I think it's considered the 9-1 trap. You know?
Yeah. Now, at the same time, you can have a bad start to a game or a match, put in a good effort,
Nice shot.
you get that momentum going. You lose a game, but you come out the next game with your opponent's actual confidence a little bit shaky. It's like, oh wow, was that luck? Did I just lucky to get there? Although I'm not seeing that from Malik right now. That was very decisive in the first game.
It's decisive.
Wow. Well, we'll take a quick break here and come back to you after this game. That was a very quick 8-minute first game. Malik looking sharp, Leung a little flat. Let's see if Leung can pull it up and get going in the second game.
Well, here we are back, gone in 60 seconds. They've been wrapped up, and they got right into it.
And I was just actually given a correction here by one of our members. I was calling Leung. I was saying Leung. It's actually pronounced Lung. Lung.
I think they were actually just saying,
Lang.
very quick. They're like, no.
Lang.
I think that's how it goes.
Lung? Lang. Oh, now I forgot what he told me
I
to
think
say.
you're still butchering it. I think it's le.
I'm pretty stupid, so this makes sense. I'm stupid.
Let's go le.
Lung. Lung. So apologies. Last name Lung. But you know what? I get it, and I have sympathy because my last name, of course, is Hannaberry.
It's actually Hainberry.
Spelling it out or reading phonetically is Hainberry.
Yeah.
So when I call into a place and or anything at all, and they ask my name, I always say it's Hainberry.
You know, I have a similar problem with my last name. You know, with having Brad as a last name.
I thought the
With
police
two
in
Ds,
Sarnia would know you by now.
You would actually pronounce it Bradget. But it's actually just
better
pronounced Brad.
But everything's better with double D's.
Raw double D, right? That's the easiest way to remember it.
Well, Lung is starting this game nice and strong. I like to see it coming out 3 points ahead. I'm wondering now if, the first game, he was feeling it in his legs. He's had some really tough matches. He was exhausted last night and just gutted it out and pulled it through. But you sometimes need that game to get the lactic acid out of your legs.
Do you really think these pros actually ever?
So maybe he's pulling it out now.
Legs? It's like they're wearing
gonna wake up.
crushing shorts. They're young, they probably just go out and run a 10K for fun when they're hungover. I don't know. I feel the fitness is just incredible for these athletes.
Well, Rory, you're one of the fittest guys I know. What's your fitness?
Was one of the fittest guys.
Yeah, but what was your fitness regime like when you were training your hardest?
I did the court start. So stand at the T, front left, front right, left, right, and do the J to the back, J to the right. Just keep repeating that. 30-second break. Repeat. With my on-court fitness. I think when I was playing at university, we were required to do 2 spin classes a week. So that kind of helped with the long-term endurance. But honestly, I don't think there's anything better than on-court, doing the movements, getting used to it, 60-hit rallies. You can prepare for a 60-hit rally.
Huh. Well, that's interesting.
I can't hear you, followed by, that was interesting. Good back in rally.
Well, here's an interesting thing. And I've talked to a former member at this club now who went to the Ivy Business School. Well, he actually taught there. He's a professor. And he did some studies on whether or not momentum in sports is a real thing. And you always hear that, the team has a lot of momentum, doing well, doing well, doing well. And at first, his research showed there was not such a thing. It was just kind of made up. And later on, it turned out the studies saying that wasn't real were wrong. So there is momentum. So winning the first game, you might think, oh, that's fine, they can come back. Winning the first game drastically changes the odds of who's going to win the match. And that seems obvious in hindsight, but not so obvious when you're betting or hoping someone's going to win. So Malik winning that first game, despite being down 6-1, let's say, oh, that's a really dirty, filthy reverse post. I love that shot. He should play some doubles.
I think I have 2 comments to that. First being, you're downgrading the 2-0 trap, which is a classic move. You get those guys that are handsy, Ferrari with a quarter tank of gas, right? They come out, they just slaughter the first 2 games, and then, Dave Coate comes in and just endurances you. and it's the 2-0 trap. I think also like the winnings would probably propel you. You know, you look at someone like Tom Brady. You know, once you've been to 1 Super Bowl, or 2 Super Bowls, or 5 Super Bowls, you got to think of the opponent, right? You come to this tournament and you have someone that's been in semis or the finals, multiple tournaments. They're kind of used to it, and you get the underdog coming in there, and this is their first, like, you know, this is their career. This is a big money match.
That's true.
And all of a sudden they're like, ooh, they got the spotlight on me. This is win and go home big. The nerves from that might play in for someone who, you know, has been there multiple times.
So going back to Dave Coate, we've all played Dave Coate.
Yeah.
We
No
all
one
hate
likes
playing.
playing
We all
Dave
hate
Coate.
playing Dave
No
Coate.
one likes it.
Because who
But
likes running for
he
2
just
hours to win a
grinds it
match?
out. He grinds
It could be a Sunday morning, 7 a.m. match, and Dave Coate shows up as if he wants to run a marathon. And he maybe does.
You know, let's say, like, hypothetically, we went away to a tournament in Detroit, and the semifinal match was me versus him.
Yeah, hypothetically. Yeah.
You know, we both worked our way into that, but at the end of the, ooh, that was a hot
bad
shot.
miss.
Hint of tin right on the red tape.
Bad miss.
Yeah, let's say, like, hypothetically Sunday morning after a Saturday night banquet, Dave Coate shows up at 9 a.m. and then, again, hypothetically, Rory Brad.
All talking
at
hypothetically.
9 a.m.
Yep.
I think there's going to be a big difference in endurance.
Hypothetically, yes, there would be. Yeah.
Does that actually count as a win for him?
Well,
or-
yes, it does, actually. Yeah, it does.
I don't know.
He still beat you. Hypothetically.
But like I beat him the night before. in terms
But
of having
hypothetically,
fun.
if we're talking hypothetically, he still beat you.
Hypothetically.
Yeah. That was a good match, by the way. Hypothetically speaking, it was fun to watch.
If only that had actually happened. All right, back to this one.
Yeah, 10-6. I mean, Leung, Lee.
I told you this was going to happen.
Yeah, I know. You did tell me this. Yeah. Malik is looking a little unsettled, unsteady.
You know,
He's
we
panicking
got
a
the
bit.
pronunciation of the first name wrong.
Leung.
Are we confident that
Leung.
it's Malik and it's not pronounced Malik?
Okay, you know what? Now I'm guessing ever. My whole life doesn't make sense anymore.
Why don't we differentiate them by
I
shoe
believe
type?
I believe Kelvin, one of our
A6
members here, said it was
versus
Lung.
A6.
Ooh. Yeah.
Technofiber, what's Malik hitting with?
I mean, the shoes right now you want. The shoe. If we're looking at shoes alone, Salming has the best squash
I'd
shoes.
take a pair of Stobbles.
Sorry?
I'd take a pair of Stobbles by Adidas.
Oh yeah, they're great shoes. Yeah, they're great shoes. For the longest time, they were the best shoe, and I think Salming has now kind of overtaken that a little bit. And
Yet
despite
these two show up in ASICs.
it
Like
is
the
strange,
common
isn't it?
runner.
Yeah, I guess we're wrong. Oh, I like he played through that ball. He could have tried to get a cheap play, and then he does that. I don't like that. Just play it.
Yeah, you know,
That's pretty weak.
you gotta play the game though, right?
You do,
You
but
gotta play the game.
he's crawled back to 9-10, and I really like the fact he didn't give up. He was down quite a few points, could have just given up, didn't do it. Oh,
He
wow.
went for the cheeky.
No, that was good.
Oh, no way, that was
Questions
down.
it. That was a
We need
filthy,
video replay.
filthy reverse post. We will watch that again on YouTube later. That was fantastic, and I very much don't look forward to playing Malik in doubles at some point in the future and getting beat down by him, because that's just no. You gotta play
I mean,
it.
at the end of the day, he hit the poop out, the corner poop out.
Yeah,
Came back in the middle of the court.
he's got to play that shot.
I think you should count your blessings and just
Yep.
be like, hey, he didn't put it away into the net.
That's true. 10-10. Oh, this is fantastic. I'm really glad Malik was able to pull back here and make this a good game. As Leung had kind of ran away with it. You don't want to see that, you know, in a semi tonight. You want to see every match being tight.
Oh.
So he tinned that, and actually the crowd out here looked like that was good, but no one questioned it. They're calling it down.
I feel like if
Game ball for Malik. Oh, what a nice shot. Malik is really good at hunting mid-court for those volleys. He's a great mover. Very steady.
They do call him Malik the Hunter.
Malik the Hunter?
Yeah.
You know what? I haven't said it before, but now I'm going to.
I think that's a new term.
Oh, tough shot. He's a really good stroke where he's really cutting every ball, bringing it in sharp. And it's just tough.
The pressure on him.
Yeah. Oh, that's a poor miss. That is a poor miss. He's arguing something, but I don't know what.
I think the crowd here is chirping in that you lost the point off the serve.
So the
already.
crowd is
then
saying
you hit the
serve is
10,
down.
And now you're looking at your opponent
Yeah.
and like,
That's pretty tough. You know what? You play a rally that's 40 hits long, you got to get over the serve. It doesn't matter.
I mean, I do want to comment on something here for our international waters. Pretty Canadian to have a beer bucket at the front there with your towel in it. You know, they started this
I like that
towel thing.
Yep.
And I gotta ask you, Brad, like, how do you feel on the pro tour about this kind of a loophole, really, where it's like, oh, I'm gonna go up to my towel and take a quick 8-second break. Like,
They're only allowed to do it.
Change
They're only allowed to do it every 5 points.
Like, that just seems like an arbitrary number.
It's strange,
that they've
yes.
assigned to it. You know, like
but
every 5 points, you can take
I'm in favor of it.
break.
I'm in favor of it because, as members here, we keep those buckets in the court, as I was talking about last night. But we fill it with ice and beer.
Oh,
So every 5 points, you can just crack a beer open.
100% would
And
agree
you
with
know,
that.
have a few sips or just chug the whole thing if you want.
I totally agree with that.
And that's a great rule. We really like that one. Our city leagues have never been busier as a result.
But I don't see ice cold beer in those Sleeman buckets.
No, and which makes me really question their dedication to the sport. I don't think they're real squash players.
No, could be right. This could just be a simulation.
Oh! That was gutsy. Oh,
hit
no.
the ball!
He played the
Hit
body
the
there.
ball. You could have smashed the back.
They gave it no let. Now, here's the thing. That's a tough call, but a fair call.
I mean, that guy could have wound up, teed up on a backhand
Yep.
there, and just hit a line drive.
Yep.
You know, and probably nicked out at the back.
Yep.
I mean, this is a pro squash player. You have that shot in your
Just do it.
arsenal.
Just play the shot.
Just hit it,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah. And he's going to be upset. That's going to be in his head right now.
I feel like the let has turned into the modern
Yeah.
TI in football. You know, like,
I agree.
oh, someone touched my shoulder pad. House interference, get 30 yards for free. Like, no, play through it. I hit with Gary Waite this summer,
Oh, did you?
and Gary's mentality is that there should be no let. This is a full contact sport.
Mm-hmm.
Play through it. Like, move the body, smash them out of the way.
Uh-huh.
Especially in doubles. Right?
Gary Wood's well in
Technically,
doubles.
there should
for
be
sure.
no lets in
Yes.
doubles. Play through it.
Yeah, that's a good story. I
If
remember
you don't get out of the way, you're gonna
yeah.
feel it.
a good friend of mine once was playing a match with Gary just for fun, a real fun him. And this guy was a good player, like a good open level player. And Gary would, every time they were near each other in the court, Gary would have his hand in his back or his side. And he said it just made him feel like Gary was always there. He had no room to swing. And after the match, he says, Gary, was that intentional? Because every time I got an opening, I did put your hand or your body near me, and I kind of tensed up and I missed my shots. He goes, yeah, you don't understand. your space is my space, and my space is my space. It's
Yeah.
all my space.
He's
I'm taking everyone's
omnipresent.
space. Yeah, he's omnipresent. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back in a few minutes here. Guys are just getting back on the court.
And we're back. 1-1, just as I called it. Yet again, Brad Hanbury was wrong. You thought this was going to get run away by Malik. Here we are. I think we're going to go with LG. LG with the lead. 2-love. Oh, that was a nice shot. Putting some pressure on. See if this guy steps up. Go back to the length rally. What we really want to see here is some cut-off shots, but I mean when it's glued to the wall.
Sorry, are you saying you want to see cut-off shots or cut-off shorts?
Well, I mean, you know,
Like
kind
cut-off
of like
jean
the
shorts.
baseline rally in tennis. The excitement comes when someone moves to the net,
Yep.
right? And in this sport, it's at the tee line or forward. You cut the ball off, you create the offense. Now we're going front court plays. The reset will be going back down the. Oh,
That was a
went for the
fantastic shot. Oh,
rolling.
he tinned it. That was tin. It looked like it rolled
yeah.
up from this angle.
Eagle ankle breaker there. Sidewall boast, caught him off guard.
It works. And I was saying earlier on a match that, you know, on these courts, it's so warm, the ball's so lively. The post is actually quite a good shot. It's an effective shot. Playing the body bit, but it worked.
You give him the stroke?
Yeah, they gave him the stroke. And, you know, that's one of the ones where, like, I want to see the guy play it, but at the same time,
he had his
could you have
racket
played
up.
it?
He was prepped.
He was prepped. Nice little shot there. Wow. Some quick points. He needs them. He went down 5-love. So some YouTube comments here. We have Joe Blow saying, it's very common in squash for the eventual loser to come out gangbusters and win the first. I know this from many losing experiences. Well, you can't argue that, I guess.
Well, Joe Blow, sounds like you're quite important, but oh, there we go. Steps in, hits the winner. Who's Joe Blow? Who's this guy?
Joe Blow. Don't know who Joe Blow is? And
sounds made up.
yeah, it sounds made up. That might be
I
his
think
real
you
name.
might have actually just texted that in there.
Charlie,
Sounds like a Brad Hanbury thing.
it does, but it wasn't me. Charlie Gibson says, "Who's the most exciting player to watch at this tournament?"
I think Brad Hanbury in the pro.
Well, you know, I did play the Pro-Am doubles yesterday.
I think that was the most exciting person to watch.
But you weren't there to watch it.
I watched it online, like he
I hope
is.
you did.
On the web, as they call it.
Well, we did win, by the way. It was pretty exciting.
Most exciting person? I don't know. I think we got to give that to this Egyptian
Oh,
lady that's moving on to
Zane. I'm going to pronounce her name wrong, but she is fantastic.
Zane.
Zane. What? Like, she's so fast. She's
I
aggressive.
think it's Zayn.
I think it's Zane, but I'm like Leung. I'm pronouncing it wrong.
It's LG. That's our boy.
LG. I'll just say LG.
I'm rooting for him. To be honest here, like
He's really dug in here, and I really like
Malik,
the fact that
Malik, like he looks like he's a solid player.
Malik is
I
fantastic.
think LG's coming in here with some shots that this guy's going, whoa, where'd that come from?
I gave Malik a bit of an edge in this match. Oh, if nothing else, because
Oh,
Leung had such
Tinsky. Little hot shot.
Tinsky.
On.
Is that what they call it in Sarnia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the old Tinsky.
I guess you guys had so many tins, you need a special word for it.
Well, we play 23-inch tins, right? You guys got like a 19 or whatever.
I got it. That's a nice reverse.
I don't even know if
Nice
you
pick
change
off the
it
serve
for
there.
the pro events. I think you might
That
even
serve.
leave it up. I think you might leave it up.
This is interesting though. Malik is
Hits,
really.
hits white tin on that one. Like my man LG here is coming back with a vengeance.
He is really.
I think he's
9-3
going
is very
11-5.
surprising.
That's my call.
11-5?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's not a bad call right now.
Puts him up 2-1.
It's really just exchanging
Now
points
the
until the end.
pressure's on Malik in the fourth game. Probably show up, and then we're gonna have a battle in the fifth. Oh! He hits the poop out.
That
for the
was-
win.
that was
The
a lucky
front
shot.
Right.
Yeah. Now here's something interesting. Malik doesn't really look tired. He doesn't look tired. But he somehow lost momentum in this match. Leung, meanwhile, had crazy tough matches the last couple days. But
He
he's
also
just
looks
going.
Like he's 16 and just has unlimited energy. So I don't know how do we
that's
factor
a bad
that
tip.
in. How do we
I don't know.
factor that in?
And that's game. That was a quick game.
11-3. I was off.
You were off. You were wrong.
It wasn't 11-5.
I'll never get tired of saying that, by the way, but you were wrong. All right, we got a 2-minute break. Here we'll be back. That was a 8-minute game after a 14-minute last game.
Now a word from our sponsors. Brad.
All right, we're
Together
back.
we are Brad Hanbury.
Brad. Or Brad, actually, together.
Why would we use your first name and my last name? We go straight
Well,
last
otherwise
names.
it's
It's
Rory
Brad
Hanbury.
Hanbury.
That's weird.
It would be Rory Brad. Oh,
No.
that would be weird
No, I think
too.
it's Brad.
I don't know.
It's Brad.
Use the first names, use the last names. Then we come out with a
Okay,
plus or minus B.
We will leave this to the YouTube commentators in the comments here, but I think it's Brad is the best way to go.
Go with your first name and my last name.
Yeah. The power couple.
What are you thinking here, Brad? You think
Well, Malik.
Malik?
Is,
I think we gotta go with Malik.
Is it not Malik?
It's probably is, but it sounds cooler to say Malik.
Am I pronouncing another name wrong?
I mean, if you have an A and then
So I
think it goes
the last two
A.
games. The last thing is Malik? Oh man. Well, if Malik, Malik, or any of his family or friends are listening, I apologize. I guess in the future we should ask other names to
crossword
pronounce.
analytics. Maybe we should have a how to pronounce your last name analytics. Be a good investment.
Would it? Probably not. Probably not. Nice
So
lob
what
there.
do you think the adjustments he needs to make here
So
to get back in this match?
I feel like he's kind of not taking his foot off the gas as much as he's stopped making good decisions. And this whole tournament he's made good decisions, but part of that helps when you're just hitting good shots. If you're hitting good shots and whatever you go for it works, every decision is a good decision.
Yeah, I mean, when you hit a
working,
rollie, it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter.
Yeah, you're like, oh, it was a good decision
where your
because it was
thought
a winner.
process was. You hit a
Yeah.
rollie.
But when they stop working, then you got to reassess. And Leung is like, he's really just dug in. I've been really impressed by how he's managed to come back in this match. And he really doesn't give you much. Like he hits good length. He doesn't really make mistakes. He gets every ball back.
This little double tap boast.
That was a double
She
tap.
down.
Yeah.
That's good. Apparently the guy next to me was in Germany 2006.
Oh.
Just in case you didn't hear that.
Well, I know that now.
Two-one. Where are you thinking this match is going right now?
You know, at this point, I'm betting on Leung. He's looking very steady.
Oh.
Malik's starting to.
Hits the old back
here.
court.
These courts really favor a good length. They do.
That's why you're so bad on them.
It's why I'm terrible. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the reasons why. Malik trying to get the tee back here and really be aggressive. I like it. Oh, that double shot again.
It looked
He
like
is
a
good
double
at that.
shot.
He is good at that. I want to get Malik on the doubles court.
How old is this kid?
I have no idea.
15. 15 years old and already
Wow,
just
he's
killing it
15.
on the pro tour.
What a great player for 15
I just
years
made that
old.
up, but
I know
you
you
know-
did. I know it's wrong. I believe he's 20 something. Like low 20s.
Low 20s. Not high 20s. Not mid 20s.
No. It's
Made
weird.
the effort.
Leung didn't clear
Made the
there.
effort. Did the hip check.
Mhm.
What are you calling here?
So they're going to get that a let. But it looks like the refs want to give it a stroke.
That
No,
was
maybe
a
just
stroke.
a let.
Wow.
Is it a stroke? But Leung didn't clear there. He just kind of stood there
Well,
after
how
the shot.
can you clear when someone's just ramming into you,
Yeah.
carrying you on the way? You know, you put your hands up and go, I would like to clear, but this
Yeah.
man is carrying me into the corner. I don't know.
It's true. And reffing, that's why reffing is a thankless job. You're never right.
Oh, you can be right.
I've never been right. good rails down here. Looks like the guys really trying to feel themselves out. Ooh, lucky. Almost got away with that one.
We call that the Tanya.
That might be the most backhand straight rails they've played in our match.
Oh, there's
I don't know what he's upset about
what's
there.
he looking up? I think he was actually the ref like, how did my frame winner not become a winner?
Yeah,
And
that's
the
true.
ref's like,
I didn't see
know.
anything contentious in
I
that
think if
point.
you're a little bit
I don't
more
know if you did.
framey, then it would have been a winner.
Framey. You can call her framey, sure.
Yeah.
No one else ever will, but you can call her.
Oh,
No, that's no let.
He's saying he caught
No
his
let.
racket.
No,
He's
they're
caught
giving it
his
a let.
racket on Malik's.
Yeah, I just don't
hip.
agree with that call. He's saying his racket got caught in his feet.
I think you
I
might
don't
be
know.
calling him a
I don't really
hipster.
agree with
I don't know.
that. Yeah, hipster.
Yeah, he caught
Yeah.
his racket on his hip. So. Guy probably drinks PBR.
Oh,
Who knows?
what's wrong with PBR?
The hipster thing to do.
Great
That was
line.
a perfect line.
Great, that was perfect. Yeah.
Like, actually died in the back.
Dying in the back.
Dying length.
Dying length. Yes.
And here we go. We see our, I don't know, weird use of the Sleeman bucket.
So, Jeff, thank you. Yeah, it is Brad, and Greg Northen. I have a couple of very good stories of the Merman. However, the best story I think he needs to tell is of the City Grill. And maybe give yourself
And he can really
20,
take
30
advantage of
minutes
that.
of his time. And he'll tell you the City Grill story. I can't tell it for him. It's wonderful. It's well worth the 20 to 30 minutes. Well, this game's still pretty tight. Malik's not letting it away, but it's starting to get a bit choppy and very physical.
Well, you know, that's got to be a let.
But, you know, I don't like how he didn't move. He didn't clear
gotta
it
be a
all.
let.
He gave no space.
Well, again, hard to give space when your opponent is hanging on to you and running you into the ball.
You give a man an inch, he thinks he's a whole ruler. Just for the YouTube listeners here, Rory really laughed at that one. He thought it was funny. He's actually still laughing because it was so funny. Okay, Rory, you can stop laughing now. That's a little much. Nice shot. Good shot there. Good pressure. Just not deep enough on his crosscourt in that one.
Prison. That's how they created the sport. Prison squash. A legit thing. Put two guys into a cell and make them smash a ball until someone comes out victorious.
It is a nice rally. These guys are getting some great length.
We have to be up about probably 300 hits in this rally.
A 300 hit rally would be interesting to
Maybe
watch.
pushing 350 here. This is good. This is for the juniors out there. How you move your opponent around the court,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Hit the corners, switch the sides, keep it tight.
And it's really just,
We
it's
got our
good
first
positioning.
front court
Like,
there, and then we just
great positioning.
pop her back.
Oh!
That wrist snap is directly in front of him.
But what's interesting there is he had that cross-court opening all the time. Leung should have seen that and covered for it as well. He didn't cover for it. So was that a sign of fatigue, or was it just like a, you know, kind of a brain fart, if you will?
I think it was.
I don't know.
Yes. coming out with a double.
Oh, he
jointed-
did it again.
Oh, I
That
think
was
he
down.
got it.
That
He
was-
got it. He got it.
I think that was
He
down.
got it. I think he got it.
Well,
I think he got
it was
that.
down.
I mean, that's my vote, folks.
The refs might give this a let, but I thought it was down. Really tough to call, though. Really tough to call. They're gonna play a let.
If only there was video replay.
If only there was. We just don't have the technology. By the way, that's.
I think actually, if Malik holds his finger up in the air, then the cloud pulls the video back from it, and they can see it. Now we're getting a little more aggressive here, right?
Every time he hits that reverse post, it just makes me more and more want to get him with a double squirt. That is a fantastic reverse post. You don't see that much in singles. It's very dangerous. But he does it really, really well, and sparingly. Very sparingly. When his opponent's a little too far back or a little too off to one side. It's a really good shot.
That was a stroke.
Well, Malik's now back to 7-5. And at this point,
We do have commentary
he's looking
from
pretty
the
steady.
audience
He's got some momentum.
that still remembers they didn't give LG the stroke 2 games ago, but on that one, Malik got the stroke. People don't forget.
Oh, playing the body a bit there.
Please.
He could have gone around and played it, but also Leung didn't move. He could have taken one step aside to give an open to that shot. Because it wasn't a great drop. It came up, it bounced up quite a bit. No, it was tight, but he would have got it.
Now we see LG just going short off the hop. See
Yep.
if he can get a little pressure, right? I wonder if he feels more comfortable up front. Oh! He got red.
That was a guess, but that was a good guess.
Tom Jarrett told him just
All
for
right.
a moment,
Okay.
because that was a masterpiece. Oh,
I don't like that. You're playing the body again.
that's a stretch.
No, that's
a no let.
That's a no let.
No let?
That should be a no let. Yeah, no let.
Crowd agrees.
And there was no
let.
reason. There was no reason for that. He could have got the ball. Ooh, interesting serve. That's a bit of a cheeky serve. I think he knows Malik might be tilted a bit.
On
and
the
he went
line,
for it.
it's good, right?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. That's how you play in Sarnia?
Yeah.
Yeah, Leung hit that shot. It was, ooh, right in the tin.
Maybe they need to put 10 at the service line so you can hear it.
Yeah, that's not, no, that's a terrible idea. Again.
We
Those are
have
some
the
poor
technology.
mistakes. Just because we can do something doesn't mean we should do something. Remember, have you ever seen Jurassic Park? Yeah, they could have raised those dinosaurs from the dead. That was not a good reverse post.
I feel like we went to the moon a long time ago, and now we're going back to the moon. So maybe.
So remember
should do
Jeff
things
Goldblum
just
from
'cause you
Jurassic
can.
Park? Just because you can do something
The
doesn't
guy
mean
in
you
the
should do
toilet that got eaten
something. Yeah,
by the
he died, the
T-Rex,
lawyer, yeah. That was hilarious.
somehow appeared in the newest one. So, again, just because you can do it, doesn't mean they can't
Doesn't mean you should
resurrect
do it.
you.
Now they're getting it a bit, yeah, they're getting a bit chatty here. Players are getting tight, match is getting tight. And frankly, it's not really justified. But I know I've been there before.
And
Not
frankly,
here, at this
I
level.
think that maybe this little Cristiano Ronaldo behavior gonna try and get the card.
Yeah, you should do cards. Actually, cards and squash would be interesting. I would like to see that
I
happen.
think so. I think holding up the yellow or the red card.
Yeah, that's a good system. I'm a little surprised they haven't explored that before in squash. Ooh, that was a big
It's become too much part of the game, right? Like fish that let out.
Yeah.
Fish, you know, like
Yeah.
try and win the point without actually winning the point. You know what feels better than getting a stroke? Hitting a smash rollout.
That does
and then
feel
just
good.
looking at your opponent.
So
and being
I've
like,
heard that feels
you
good.
got no argument. I won that point.
I don't really know what that feels like. I've never done it before.
I think
What's
a
this?
couple
What's going
times
on?
in your life, you probably felt that. Probably not in important matches. It's probably like someone playing.
No, never.
Playing against me, stuff like that.
Oh no, you just hit 10 for me, so it doesn't matter. I just know that Rory's gonna hit 33 tins.
33 winners, 33 tins.
Another big point. Wow.
Here we go. 10-10.
10-10. Well, what's your prediction now?
I think he's going 2 points in a row for the win.
Really?
Dubs. Let's
Well,
go.
no, don't
that's
stop
his
the
point.
point.
It's 11-10.
You don't stop
he
the
gave
point.
it up.
Unless,
You see it right now.
unless the
That
refs
was
called
good.
it. That was good. That was a good pickup.
100p good.
Now, we can't hear from down here what happened, but
That was
unless
good.
the refs upstairs called that down, you do not stop. You keep
Call
going.
this ball down.
And it looks like they called it down.
Wow. Okay, well, apparently the same refs from the Kansas City game last night showed up for this. Whoa. Get it. Yes!
That's squash cards.
They do even
Yeah,
it out.
they do even out eventually.
So I guess I changed my prediction to 13-11. 12-11.
That was a terrible miss right now.
He's going up to a Sleeman bucket to get a little amped up.
I think he
What do you think the nerves are like right now?
I think he looked in there to see if there was a Seaman beer for him and realized there was not.
What do you think the nerves are?
You know, at this point, these guys are so deep in the match. I don't think they really have nerves. Their adrenaline's pumping. They're just running. It's
Been
dopamine's going.
cauterized. There's no nerve.
Their nerves been cauterized. Yeah. Really good shot there.
12-12.
I'm going to go to a limb here and say that these guys are not friends.
I mean, they both have 8 shoes.
Oh, they do have both.
So they might be
do have
friends.
basic
I don't
shoes.
know.
That's true. That's a really nice lob, and that was a good volley off it too. That was really dangerous. Oh,
That's a
play it,
great
play it.
line.
Good, yeah, I like the play.
Reset. No.
Now that's the problem. See, he hit that right back to his feet. The only line was through him. He had to go through him to play it. I can't hear what the refs are saying, but I think they want to give a stroke. And I think Leung's got to tie his shoes. Yeah, here we go.
This is a classic.
So what should they give here? Do you know?
This is a classic 30 to 35-year-old move being taken by, like, I don't know how old
Well,
is he?
I
22?
usually, I purposely don't tie my laces, by the way.
I actually hit the ball accidentally up to the front, and I have to walk up there, and then my shoe miraculously comes undone.
Yep. Isn't that weird how that happens? Have you practiced the art yet of like stepping on your shoelace with your other foot to pull it out?
I mean, I could basically tie a knot by stepping on my shoe.
No, you're untying the knot, so your shoelace comes
No, I
undone.
can untie it and then tie a knot around the bottom of the shoe.
Okay. Yeah. Whatever takes longer to fix.
It takes a long.
Yeah, it does take a long time. Oh, nice shot there. Okay.
Good reset.
Look at that stare. Do you see that stare from Malik? Stares at Leung there. That was interesting. Some head games going on right now.
Choice.
Serving to his forehand is interesting. Uh-oh. I know we're being quiet right now, but this is such a good rally.
Yeah.
And so important.
Kind of reminds me of a young Brad Hanbury.
Which part exactly? The ASICS shoes? Because I had the same shoes.
Oh, just the ability to.
Wow.
There was young Brad Hanbury, then there was middle-aged Brad Hanbury, and now there's old Brad Hanbury. So let's like backtrack 10, 15 years.
Right now, there's only old Brad Hanbury.
Yeah,
That's it.
definitely.
It's
But
best.
15 years ago,
Yeah, don't think about
you're a
that, Brad.
treat to watch. Not that I ever did, because you never went pro, but
That's true. Well, I know the crowd would love to see it 5 games. For the last match of the night, they would love to see it.
I think they would love to see LG pull this point out and go bang bang, win-win.
Oh, that was just a bad miss. He's made so many of those shots. Ooh, okay.
Let me guess, stroke?
No, just a let I
Again,
believe.
or-
Yeah.
I don't even
We
know
can't
what
hear
to
yet
call
what they're
here.
saying. But it sounds
Seems
like they
every
gave him a let.
time Malik pushes him
And the game's not
towards
over,
the
so we're
ball,
gonna
he
shoot
gets
the
a
play.
stroke. This one, however, is not a stroke.
The length in the back of the wall is just
Oh,
fantastic.
Who would understand the precision it takes to hit is glued to the wall, glued to the wall.
See, I don't like that. He actually,
Minimal contact.
Leung purposely, no, he moved his body out a little bit to box him out. It was a good shot. It was actually a deeper drop than he was expecting to hit. Yeah, yeah. Okay. On the replay, we just heard it clear to the
You have
tee.
instant replay here.
We do have instant replay.
Compliments of
Well, they gave it a let.
Gadgy and Squash Life, which, I mean, if you're going to live the Squash Life, you should have replay. Instant replay, instant chirping, I think is actually what we need.
I
You know,
love
just
the
like an
concept of
instant,
instant
like,
chirping.
I think ref chirping, instant ref chirping should be
Roll on net. What a shot. We got ourselves a 5-gamer.
Right, well, I got to take a 2-minute break here. I'll meet you back here in 5. Here we are. We got a Desmond. 2-2.
So I gotta ask, what is a Desmond?
Like Reverend Desmond Tutu.
Desmond Tutu.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a slow man. I am slow. But I love that. I'm gonna use that again, by the way.
You should.
Okay.
Anytime the score is 2-2.
I'm assuming that's a Sarnia thing.
Ah, it's a Kevin Brad thing.
Oh, I have, but I never of a 5-game. Yeah. It's the first point there for Leung.
Well, you know what? When he hit his fake shot there, at least it rolled out.
Yeah.
So, basically counts.
Although Malik's still 4-1, he's looking a little stronger to start this game. And you gotta imagine that the momentum and the, coming back to win that game.
I think at the end of the day, what it comes down to
And
is he
I gotta
changed
say,
his shirt.
he changed his shirt, but all the way.
He's
you
now in
notice-
blue.
Do you think he sweats? Does Malik sweat?
I think he actually got more attractive somehow.
I think he just changed his shirt
maybe
for
that's
like
what
the
difference
fashion
is.
sense. Because
Like,
he looks like
LG
he's dry as a
switched
bone.
to black.
He is
which,
not sweating.
Just makes him kind of, camouflage. This guy puts on like a sweet eye color blue, and now everyone.
Oh!
Nice. And now he's just hitting rollies left, right, and center.
Hitting rollies. Because, it's very odd to see a player of this level not sweat. And the last guy I saw, not much, right? Of course he sweats, but Auguste Bouchard was here last year. He won the Nash Cup. And he was one of those guys who didn't look like he sweat very much. Meanwhile, I sweat walking up a flight of stairs. I think that's normal, right?
I don't even want to get into when I sweat, but it happens occasionally.
Okay. So I'm in the wrong here. I can read between the lines. I understand.
I mean, I also changed my shirt game 5. No, game 4. Game 5, right?
Tell us more sweat talk. Okay.
Oh, there we go. Here we go. Throw out the fishing reel. Reeling it in. Oh man, when you toss that racket and you just extend it fully back to the guy and you're just throwing the fishing reel out.
Hey, everyone loves to fish once in a while.
Have you ever fished, Brad?
I have fished. I've never caught anything.
Not for me.
No, but
Not
I never catch
Not
anything.
Fun. I don't know.
I
These
never
people
catch.
that are obsessed with fishing, it's just like
It seems kind of fruitless, but it's just fun sometimes to fish.
You know what's more fun to drink beer with? Playing squash.
That's true, it is. Ooh,
And
interesting
that's
choice.
your excuse. Well, fishing's
Yeah.
awesome when you drink beer.
Great
You know what
guess.
else is awesome when you drink beer? Squash.
You are right.
These guys don't have fish finders, they have neck finders. Apparently. Wow.
So, Leung's movement there in the last shot was very telling. He did not even run for that ball. And whether it was because he just thought there was no chance of getting it, or he's fatigued, I'm kind of leaning on the side of him being a little fatigued.
Just to clarify,
It's the 5th game.
The pronunciation of his name is like
Leung.
the organ.
Yes. Yeah, I know it's wrong, but it's less wrong than my previous pronunciation was.
I think that's why we just go with LG, right?
I know I should. I know I should.
And there we go.
There we go. Yeah, so we hear too conservative from Losukiate. Well, there's probably a joke in there of that name somewhere, I assume. Yeah, I think that's his game though. Leung, his game is not, I wouldn't just say attritional, and I don't want to, that's not like a negative thing, but he's so fast, so fit, and he keeps the court locked down pretty well that he can comfortably play conservative. Now, that's not to say he couldn't do better if he played less conservative and took some openings. Yeah, and they're in a down shot.
You know what? Like I've been saying all match, I think Malik really has controlled all the rallies.
Did you say that all that?
Yeah, I think, all
I kind
match.
of think you're singing a different
I
tune
think
now.
that, he's really shined.
Well, 10-3 match ball. That's pretty tough to come back from. He's putting in a good effort here, which is nice to see. And there, Malik. Malik is pretty excited about that. That was a big match. Yeah, great match. Leung, it just, what I can see, did not have.
Kind of looking like the final boss in Wolfenstein. Just, we got this.
That was a great game, by the way.
It was a great match.
Yeah, great game.